So hello again, and thanks for joining us today here in Bundle Hole. We're here for our usual Bundle Hole meeting, shooting the breeze, having a chat, and plenty of waffling. On the agenda today, we have our first pub quiz. We have a report about the Titanic Museum in Belfast, and some words of wisdom from our sister Jen. She sent a voicemail. So stay tuned, it's about to get waffly. Well, shall we talk about pubs? I know your favourite pub, well, certainly in Bridgnorth, was the Talbot.
Yeah, my local. Everybody. That's the difference between here and England is people don't have a local. I mean, they do, but it's not the same.
It's where like, everybody knows your name.
Yeah, I mean, you might have it in big cities, but not where I live.
No.
It's like I don't know. People don't have a like. Going out to the Bell and Talbot in Bridgnorth was like going out to my own house.
Except all your mates were there.
Yeah, well, you go out to your own living room. Like during the week, it was a fairly quiet place. You know, there was only 10 or 15 of us at the most. You know, and it was nice.
Quite a cosy place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it still is, I think.
I remember the fireplace in there was quite nice.
Yeah, it used to make mulled beer.
I don't remember trying that. I remember the outside courtyard.
Well, basically what they do, they put the poker in the fire and get it glowing red hot and then stick it in your beer. That's mulled beer.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it gives it, it gives it a flavour.
Old dust.
I don't really remember. I don't even know why we did it. Something silly.
Well, Grandad Thorne used to do that to his Mackie Stout.
Yeah, that's probably where I don't know where it came from. It's been
yeah.
It's one of those things been around for a long time. Mulled beer.
I don't understand. Make it really warm, wouldn't it? Jeez. Probably bring it to the boil.
I think it probably goes back to the day where beer wasn't, 30 degrees out of the cellar.
Right.
Or it was out of the cellar and only 50 degrees.
My equivalent to what you had at the Talbot was the pub in Droitwich called the Old Cock.
The Old Cock.
It wasn't quite the same as what you're saying, where you go down there to see all your mates. Because I worked in a hotel, all my mates worked in the hotel, and so when we went out, we all went out together.
Yeah.
Whoever wasn't on shift or whatever.
Yeah.
So there'd be 10, 15, 20 of us sometimes, and our place to go was the Old Cock. They had this guy that played the piano. I think he only did it on Fridays and Saturdays, and he'd play all the old knees up type songs.
Knees up, Mother Brown.
It'd be a proper quaffing ale and drink, sing, dancing place. It was really, really good.
The Bell was like that. Jeff, the landlord, had a little band, and they play like folk music on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm not into folk music particularly, but it was a good rip-roaring kind of sing-along, and one lady, she bought like plastic jars full of split peas and like we all had. She bought like a laundry basket full of them. There's probably 20 or 30 of them. We all it was great. Just like it was an interactive music thing. It was great. And some good times I had.
We used to do things like that as well, and we got quite friendly with the barman because whenever we came down, there'd be 20, 30, sometimes 50 of us. If it was a Sunday night, we'd all pile in there.
Yeah.
And so they treated us really, really well because they didn't want to lose our custom.
Spent a chunk of money.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on a Sunday night, and then there was one time when it changed to a different landlord, and he pissed us all off. So we all got up and walked out one Sunday night and went across to the hot pole.
Yeah.
And that was our haunt for a few months.
Yeah, you
and then
we go back.
The Old Cock again.
No, it's good to have a local. Like my mate Des was the barman behind the bar.
Oh, yeah,
Des was behind the bar. And Jeff and Joan, who owned it, they're the landlord and landlady. They'd go off to bed about 11, 12 o'clock. Like the hardcore gang would stay, and they trusted Des to serve and take the money, and we didn't abuse it, and we'd stay there till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. We always watched the Australian Grand Prix live in the pub, because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. We'd always, drink all night and stay up and watch it and try and watch the first race. That was always fun. Which is next weekend, the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, we used to just drink and then go back to the hotel paralytic.
Yeah, we did all sorts of, I don't know, just drinking games, and pub quizzes was always fun. Did a lot of that. It was fun.
Yeah, what's some of your team names? I can't think of any.
Oh, I can't think of any. It's been so long. I don't think we ever got any get adventurous with team names. We weren't that kind of pub team.
So the pub quizzes. Dean came over to visit me and stayed over when I was living in Bridgnorth, and we went to the. What's the one you got married in first?
The Bear. Yeah.
It was right at the end of my street, so we went to the Bear for a couple, and it just so happened they had a pub quiz on.
Yeah.
And there was only about 15 people in there, and we in like 3 teams, and we came in, ordered a pint. They said, "Oh, do you want to be in the quiz?" And, "Oh yeah, right, we might as well." So it was just me and Dean as a team. I can't remember what our team name was. Well, we only went and won it, didn't we?
Excellent. With the locals pissed?
No, they were quite friendly.
Yeah.
The prize, well, there was the prizes was they were on a table, and there were things like Lady and the Tramp perfume, a pair of tights, or a can of Kestrel lager.
Did you have the Kestrel?
And Dean went up to collect the prize, and he had to choose which prize he had, and he chose a silver scallop shell ashtray. Still got it.
Still got it, I'm sure. Excellent.
It was just like the biggest pile of junk you've ever seen in your life. But
yeah, I'm sure people aren't going for the prizes.
No. Another time we went to where Dean works, and I met his sister and Dean's brother-in-law and a couple of other people, and we formed a team. This was at the pub Dean worked in. Oh, it was the Christmas one as well, the end of year Christmas quiz. The place was packed.
Okay.
And we only went and won that, our team, and we had a little trophy in it and everything. It was great.
My next door neighbour, I want to say his name was Danny. He was like a savant with pub quizzes. He was there was I don't know, when we were doing it, there was like a little pub league where the teams would go into pub, to different pubs. And
they still do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't really partake in that part. Just when they came to the bell, I'd have a go, but I didn't do the league. But he was like a savant with it. He was like a genius, but an absolute moron and everything else. He could answer all these trivia questions, but couldn't, couldn't put string in his weed whacker. Couldn't do the most basic things. And he worked up on Stanmore doing some manual labouring job. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, you're a genius. It's like he wasn't. Just could remember stuff. Fairly useless. But like his trivia knowledge was second to none.
He's probably on the chase now.
Yeah, I don't know. He was my neighbour. I bumped into him last time I came back to England, and he put on quite a lot of weight. And I was like, "Whoa, you got fat!" Like, "Oop, sorry." Because I was surprised. I didn't expect to see him ever again, And I bumped into him in the Golden Lion. Actually, I was in the pub with Dad when I came to visit last time.
Yeah, well, you have to come over at Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
You can stay with us.
My friend Paul Smallman and Joanne, they kept there was a big table in the Bell, and we call it the Big Round Table because it was a big round table.
Before we go, okay, Paul Smallman, is he one of the Smallmans?
No, I meant Paul Cartwright, but Paul Smallman is not one of the Smallmans, no.
Oh, right.
No, I don't think so.
Cartwright.
Yeah, I meant Paul Cartwright because Paul Smalley and Cartwright were like best buds.
Yeah.
That's Smalley. I like calling him, hey, Smalley.
Right, would you like to do a quiz then?
Sure, yeah. So, they're all Titanic based.
That's bad of you. That's bad. What if I can't answer? I have to be to the museum.
Okay, so here you go. Bundle Hole Pub Quiz question 1. What was the name of the Titanic's nearly identical sister ship?
See, I know that. And I know that it was built side by side on the same slipway. And I've got a photograph of it there. It looks a bit overgrown and weedy now, but they built a massive structure over the two of them, like a scaffolding thing, so they could hoist stuff over and work off of it. And that was designed and built by a Scottish guy, but I can't remember his name.
That was one of my alternative questions.
Oh, was it?
I didn't have it written down, so I didn't. I thought you'd never get that. So anyway,
so it was Titanic and the Olympic.
Yes, correct. And for bonus points, what was the other one?
The Terrific. I can't remember what it was.
Close, the Britannic.
I knew it was something ending in Ick, but I couldn't think. Yeah, the Britannic. That was it.
Yeah, the Atlantic. Sorry, the
Titanic.
The Titanic and the Atlantic. Oh goodness. What teeth back in? The Olympic were sister ships.
That's right.
And the Britannic was a similar looking ship. Okay, question 2. What was the name of the company that owned and operated the Titanic?
Oh, I know that one as well. That one's an easy one. I know that one without even going to the museum in Belfast. That was the White Star Line.
Excellent. Yes, well done.
Yeah.
No. So, question 3.
Go on then.
To the nearest million, how many dollars did the movie Titanic cost to produce in 1997?
For some reason, the figure 120 is jumping out into my mind.
That would be a good guess. 200 million.
How much? 200?
200 million in $97. Not adjusted for inflation.
Yeah. I do recall them saying it was the highest grossing film of all time at the time.
Yeah. The Titanic itself cost, in 1912, 7.5 million.
Wow.
And in today's dollars, that would be about 150 million. So the movie is still more expensive than the Titanic ever was.
Wow. Well, very good, very good. 3 good
So
questions.
I think you got 3 out of 3 there.
3 out of 3. I wish I... Okay, so my first question is an art question.
Oh, okay.
And it is... Who is famous for melting clocks? Which artist is famous for melting clocks?
Yeah. Oh.
If you remember, they had one at Aubrey Wells on the wall.
Yes, I also just read a book where he was featured in it.
Oh, you know this.
I do. It's... Oh, no. I do know it. I can see it. Dali?
Yeah, Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali. I wouldn't have got Salvador Dali. Okay.
Dali's good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you remember that picture at school hanging on the wall of the
I
staircase?
vaguely remember it, but I'm aware of Dali as an artist.
But it was such a freaky picture to put in a school with like drooping bodies and stuff. It was so weird.
There's a Stephen King novel called Duma Key, and it's a ghost story set in the Keys, and it's it's kind of got that vibe about it, and they talk about those kind of drippy paintings, and yeah, it's a good book. Anyway.
Question number 2 is a geography question.
Okay.
And it is simply this. Which country in the world has the most lakes? Not the volume of water, the most individual lakes.
It's got to be. I have no idea. No idea. Canada, maybe.
Canada it is.
Ah, okay, Canada. Okay.
Canada is also the home of one of only a very few lakes that's got an island in, and the island that's in the lake has got a lake in it.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that one.
Mad.
There's an island on an island with a lake in it, a lake with an island in it. Yeah, anyway.
On a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was question number 3? Oh yeah, I got it. This is a space question, or universe question, or science question. Which planet is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise?
Oh, wow. You got some good questions.
I thought you'd know this one.
I really don't have a clue. I didn't even know that was a thing, actually. Hold on. Let me take a guess.
I didn't until I saw the question written down somewhere else, and I looked it up.
Okay.
But I thought you would know it.
Okay, can you give... Is it a gas planet or a rocky planet?
God, maybe... What? It's not rocky, I don't think.
Jupiter.
No, it's not Jupiter.
Okay, that was my guess. I don't know. Mars.
Okay,
No, Mars.
Venus.
Venus?
Venus. Yeah.
Oh, I would never got there.
There's no real consensus on why it spins the opposite way to all the other planets. There's a few theories. One's that something smashed into it and made it spin the other way. Another one is something along the lines of because it's a fluid planet, isn't it? Like it's made of liquid meat.
Yeah, they're gas giants.
Yeah, and it's icy. That something to do with that throws its gravity off or something. I don't know.
I would have never known that.
So we'll give you 2.5.
I'll take 2. I didn't get that one right.
I'll give you 2.5, but that still means that I won and got 3.
You won the first Bundle Hole pub quiz.
Yeah, but I think you went easy on me there. You asking me questions about the Titanic when I've just come back from the Titanic museum.
Well, I was trying to keep the theme.
No, it was good. It was good.
Don't worry, they'll get more difficult.
That's the last one you'll ever win.
I was trying to get for moderately difficult that maybe a child wouldn't get, but you should have got.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got them.
Yeah. Well done.
All of them.
Moving on. We have a question from Gracie.
Yes.
What do you think about... Hold on, let me find it here. What do you think about music today compared to past times?
Some of it I like and some of it I can't stand, but
Yeah.
it's because I'm getting on for 60 and it's not my music that was designed for me, it's designed for the people that are around now. Younger people, they get to decide what music they like. I mean, our dad didn't like our music.
No, I remember him being very offended by me listening to the Pet Shop Boys.
Well, you know why that is, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do.
Well, I've got a dad/Pet Shop Boys story for you.
Okay.
So remember where we got to, because we're going to waffle about this for a second.
Yeah.
So I was working with Dad, and we were in Cannock in one of the Express and Star offices.
Cannock Chase.
And they were refurbing 2 of the offices, the ones that overlook the car park at the back. And Mick the painter was there with his tape machine. He'd only got 1 tape, and it was the Pet Shop Boys. He playing it for about 3 days straight.
Yeah, he likes his music.
We were all getting a bit fed up of it. You know what Mick's like. You're gonna have music,
Yeah.
And he just kept playing the tape over and over and over. We must have heard it 40 times over the course of the few days we were there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dad comes in one day and he's had enough. He doesn't even like the Pet Shop Boys. He can't stand the Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah.
So he picks up the Ghetto Blaster, hoiks it through the window into the car park, and smashes it to smithereens.
He was upset, wasn't he?
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow.
So you had enough of that.
Mike goes, you didn't have to do that. He goes, you wouldn't have switched it off if I hadn't.
Yeah, I mean, true. True. I've got a good Nick the Painter story, similar radio story.
Yeah.
So, like, we were at the Express and Star, the head office there in Wolverhampton. On the press hall side, there's like a stairwell, and it has glass down the one side and the street side.
Yes, I know.
And so he was painting that, and like there's like stairs here, stairs going down, and like decks, and you can be on this deck and like look over and see the people below. So he was painting, and me and my sidekick Stu, we snuck up on him, and we got like bits of conduit and stuff and taped it all together like a 20-foot pole, and, like leaned over and like was jabbing the buttons on his radio. So he'd like go to static or start playing something, whatever button we could hit to change the station. They would just lift the pole up, and then we were like 20, 30 feet above him. And he was like, what the f-? And he was starting to get really, really upset. Like, what's going on? Because he was looking down, he was looking up, and we could see his reflection, like, below us, right below us, but he didn't think to look in the reflection to see us right above him. We were like, just dying with laughter. We probably did that for, a good 10 or 15 minutes. Oh yeah, we messed with that guy so hard sometimes.
Well, I used to mess with him quite a bit as well. And do you remember his tool bag that he used to carry around? That piece of crap, old-fashioned tool bag.
Yeah.
With these knackered screwdrivers and hammers in.
Yeah.
Well, I used to pick his tools up and gradually put more and more weight in it, like a piece of brick or a piece of steel I found lying around or whatever it was. And he didn't notice for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I was doing it a couple of times a day, sticking more stuff in it. He must have weighed a ton.
Yeah, but didn't notice a bit at a time.
It went on for weeks and weeks and weeks before he noticed, and he started throwing it everywhere. You bloody bastard.
I liked him a lot, he was a good guy.
He was a great guy.
Once we went out to the fire club for a Christmas do.
Yeah.
And we came back, and he went down into the basement where he had a little like storeroom, and he fell asleep in there. And me and Stu went down there, caught him napping, and so we blocked the door up with all the paint pots. So you have to move all these open paint pots to get out. He told us the next day, it's like it took me forever to move those.
I remember his little den.
And another time. In that little den, I did all the phone lines, and he's like, "Can you get me a phone line down here?" Like, yeah, we'll sneak you one down. So we snuck a cable in from somewhere, and like we put it in a drawer for him, so nobody else knew he had a phone. And like he was in a filing cabinet drawer, but we didn't tell him we did it. So we put the phone in, hooked it up, and then we went up to our little room and opened up the line and just waited for him. And when he came in, like, Michael. Like, I wish I had a camera on that one because that would have been so funny. And eventually he opens the drawer. You bastards! Thanks for the phone. My God.
Yeah, he was great. He was a painter who couldn't paint round corners.
Yeah, he was a hell of a good guy. Is a good guy. I think he's still around, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw him not Christmas before last, because every year there's a bit of a reunion from all the old fellas. So if I'm off, I go with Dad to do it, and he was there.
Cool.
About 2 years ago. Nice guy. Great
guy. So anyway, that's what I think about music today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was saying though, music is for the people that create it and make it, and the kids of today should make their own kind of music.
I agree.
I wasn't a massive fan of rap when I was younger, but everybody's their own taste, aren't they? I liked all the independent records stuff, like the Two Tones, ska revival kind of stuff.
I was never into the ska stuff. I never really got that.
I like the ska stuff. Yeah, I do think music had a bit more heart in it though back in depends on the band nowadays, but I know it was sort of a bit sort of rebellious, wasn't it, to be a music fan back in the 80s? You
Yeah.
like, oh, I like bands that some people don't like and things like that. It was a bit, you try and find bands, whereas now everything's just sort of, it's a bit homogenized. It's a bit like the stuff that's on the radio, like Radio 1 and whatnot. I couldn't listen to that, but again, it's not for me.
Have you ever heard of what were they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Talking about odd bands.
Half Man, Half Biscuit.
No. Ned's Atomic Dustbin.
I've heard of them, yeah. When they Bristol.
No, what? Kidderminster.
Oh, that's right.
They
They're
played at the Market Tavern in Kidderminster, which is by the train station.
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
It's like the station pub in Kidderminster. Yeah. So me and Alan used to go in there a lot. They're a heavy metal band, and me and Alan were in there. We were probably very drunk, and we were asked if we would do backing singing. I'm like, can you hear us? It was like, because it was a screamo band, they're metal, I guess, screamo. Like, no, we can't do that. Like, we were the only people in the pub, and we were like, I don't know what we were doing, like singing along or something. Like, you guys want to be backing? Like, no. So I could have been in a backing band.
You could have been the like the one in Oasis who used to dance around with a tambourine.
There you go. Have you noticed in Liam Gallagher's band that there's a Noel Gallagher lookalike in the background playing guitar? I think that's funny.
Oasis, I wasn't a massive fan at the time, but they've grown on me over the years.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I like everything they do. I think they're a couple of twats, and that's how rock stars should be.
Definitely a rock star should be a bit of a wild man. Definitely.
Yeah, I think I like them. I think I could be friends with them. I like them.
Yeah, I also quite like. Well, I really liked the Smiths when I was in my early mid to late teens. I was
a bit moody in it.
Yeah, and Morrissey. I know Morris is, not necessarily agree with everything he thinks.
I was looking for a job and I found one.
But it was just totally different from anything else at the time. It was great.
I think I never really got into music independently. I just listened to what people around me listened to. So, like, when I worked at the Lion, they were into Fleetwood Mac and Genesis, so that's what I listened to. And like, I don't know. I just kind of listen to what people around. I've gotten to my own genre of music now. I found my music that I like, but when I was a kid, I didn't really have music. It wasn't a thing that I did.
I did when I started to go to college. Really.
Yeah.
When I was at school, I'd like top 10 stuff, but it just so happened that the top 10 stuff was pretty blooming great at the time. I mean, OMD, I absolutely loved Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. They were great. They were a top 10 type band, and that was one I liked at school.
So I think there was a lot of things like Bros and Kylie Minogue and
that was.
I'm like manufactured. I don't mind it, but it's like it's manufactured nonsense.
I think a lot of the music that the kids seem to like nowadays is sort of that sort of manufactured. Your Ariana Grande's and what's the other one?
She's talented though. She can sing.
I mean, she can definitely sing.
Yeah, she's a talent.
I mean, she was a Disney kid. She's totally groomed since she was a child for that. It's not as if some kids picked up a guitar in the garage and have made a band.
Right. I liked. There was one of the American Idol winners, Grace Vander something. She was really good.
Yeah.
It was a modern one.
Yeah, they do sometimes throw up some really good ones. But so music, like quite a wide range of varieties of genres. I think you could probably say the same, can't you? You know,
Yeah, like I said, I like everything. A bit of rap. I like a bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll. I'm a little bit country,
yeah,
a bit rock and roll.
yeah, well, same, yeah. Bands I can't stand. What I can't really think of any off the top of my there's one singer I can't stand, but I can't remember what her name is. She's one of those wokey. Oh, not Billie Eilish. I quite like her. She's an English. I can't think of her name anyway, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Dean will know which one I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the artists I dislike. It's like, no, don't think there's anybody I dislike particularly.
No.
So I've become a big fan of Rick Astley, not for his music, just for him. He's a great guy.
He seems like a really nice chap, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just seems like I wish him all the best. I saw him with the Foo Fighters. I'm like, playing with the Foo Fighters. How great is that?
Well, he started off as like a TV runner on different kids programs.
Was he?
And there was some reason why he had to sing in one of the shows or something, like as in the background. Like, I don't know, they were talking about singers and they brought different people on and stuff. And somebody recognised that he got a fantastic voice.
Good. Sound like a big black guy.
It's a great voice.
Yeah.
And I think he was a Stock Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah, for sure.
Prodigy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, imagine if he'd have got with the right band, his career could have gone in a totally different direction, couldn't it? Be like a Robert Plant type character.
Yeah, I think if that was me, I'd be quite happy to have that. And like,
Yeah.
he hasn't had to work. Like, he doesn't go work in a coal mine or split logs for a living, does he?
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? It's like he's traveling the world and singing, and I'm sure that's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
I'm not mad in the slightest.
No. I wish anybody that does well, I wish them well. I certainly wouldn't begrudge anybody anything.
I wish I'd written it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the royalties off that. What was that movie with Hugh Grant in it? And he was like the idle rich, but his backstory was his dad had written a song, and every Christmas he gets a royalty check or something. That was a good movie.
I think it was him that had written it years before, and he'd lived off the proceeds ever since. Was it About a Boy? I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. That's right. That was a good movie.
I don't really remember it very well, but I do remember thinking that I didn't really like Hugh Grant. I thought he was a bit of a foppish type character and played all
he is.
one. Yeah, but some of his later films, more recent films.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's a good actor, man.
I watched Mickey Blue Eyes. Have you seen that?
What?
Mickey Blue Eyes?
Oh, I did see it years ago.
It's with James Caan is in it.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do remember it. He was in one recently where he played a sleazy journalist, and he was just
Yes,
brilliant.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he was really good in that.
Yeah, doesn't he play like a Cockney or something as well?
Yeah, he was a bit of a white boy.
Yeah, it's unusual to see him doing an accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I know the one you mean.
That Charlie Hunnam was in it as well. I think it was Charlie Hunnam. He was in it as well. It was a good film. It was a sort of Snatch type thing.
Yeah, was it a Guy Ritchie movie?
I think it was a Guy Ritchie film, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Irish lad was in it as well. The good-looking Irish lad. What's his name?
Oh, there's a few of them.
Oh God, I can't think of it. He'd been in loads of things. Anyway, he was playing like a street level. Not
Yes.
Remember, he ran a boxing club. And
Yes. I've seen clips. What's his name?
Yeah. Colin.
Yeah.
Colin
Farrell? No.
Farrell.
Farrell, is it? Farrell? Okay, yeah.
Farrell. Yeah.
I was thinking of Will Farrell. Okay, Colin Farrell.
That was a brilliant performance as well. Really good.
I've seen clips. I'm not sure. It's probably on Netflix, and I haven't got Netflix at the moment.
Yeah, it's on something. I can't remember what it is. We had another question from Gracie, didn't we?
Let me have a look here. Things that are unacceptable. Things that are unacceptable now, but are totally normal back in the day. So like smoking in pubs. People don't do that anymore. You know, picking up your dog poop. Yeah. What's that?
Picking up your dog poo, yeah.
Yeah, that's unacceptable to leave that now. People would have never picked it up in the 70s, would they?
No.
Picking up dog poo?
Dog would have done a shit in the middle of the playing field and nobody would have picked it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, back in the day, you used to be able to smoke in the hospital.
Yeah.
You could be in your hospital bed having a fag.
Isn't that crazy?
And visitors come in and sit next to you and blow smoke in your face.
Yeah, it's mad. In the cancer ward.
Cancer ward, yeah. It's just.
I'm trying to think of other things that like. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are not acceptable. There must be millions of them.
Yeah. Well,
hitting your children.
Yeah. Using your child as a remote control for the TV.
Yeah.
Go and make a cup of tea when you're about 7 years old.
Yeah. I still think that's acceptable, though. That's okay. Maybe not 7.
Don't pour the boiling water over yourself.
Yeah, maybe not 7. But yeah. I remember we were talking last week about travelling, going to Sardinia and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember on that trip, we stopped in France, it's a place in France, like the first night we stopped. And I remember being out in this courtyard in a farm in France, playing with cats. And I'm out there in the dark by myself. I'm like, it's a fun memory I have.
That
but
was on the way back, that was.
Was it on the way back?
Yeah, that was the last place we stopped. It was a sheet.
Okay.
And they had a dog. Do you remember the dog?
I remember cats. I wanted to take a cat home with me.
But they also had a dog. And bearing in mind it was in France, and Dad had sort of asked him, pigeon friends, what is the dog's name? And the owner said, Dick.
Dick the dog.
Dick the dog.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that. But I was yeah. I don't remember that. But yeah, I do remember just being outside in a foreign country by myself. It's like you wouldn't do that to your kids anymore, would you? You wouldn't just go play outside.
Wander around the farmyard.
Yeah, and,
play with some cats that could have rabies.
Well, it's just predators and stuff. There's people. It's like snatching up the kids. It's I think it's probably safer now than it was then.
Oh, here I've got one. Leaving in the pram while you go in the shop. Leaving the kid in the pram outside while you go in the shop.
Yeah. In like Sweden and Scandinavian countries, they still do that. That's totally normal.
Yeah, well, it used to be normal here.
Yeah, you'll see. I was watching something recently. Like some Scandinavian countries, they'll be in a store, in a restaurant. There'll be like 20 carriages with babies in them.
That's what it used to be like here.
Yeah.
It was easier than trying to push it around the supermarket.
Yeah. I don't know. What happened that we can't do that anymore?
Well, people, it probably isn't the greatest thing to do, is it? If you think about it. I mean, even back then they had people who'd kidnap kids, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you just didn't hear about it as much. You only had, it wasn't on every channel, every single minute of the day. No,
I do think the world's probably better than it really seems.
Yeah, I do as well. I do. But what else couldn't you do? Walk around the house with your phone.
Yeah.
On a cord.
That's acceptable, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can
Yeah,
still do that if you want
yeah,
to.
you can if you want to. Um, Day drinking. Don't see too many people doing that.
Oh, you haven't been over here.
Yeah, well,
That's the only kind of drinking I do nowadays.
well, yeah.
So I
That
find
said,
I,
with the campground where I work, there's quite a few day drinkers over there.
yeah, whenever we go out now, we go out at lunchtime and we're back by 7 o'clock when all the idiots come out.
You go out for the what do they call it? The specials. What they call it? Happy out. What they call it here?
Yeah, when Leslie and I were in Belfast, they had a happy hour.
Yeah,
I think I probably sent you a picture of with the Leslie special. Have you seen that one?
with the burger.
Yeah, so we're having some dinner, and she got two cocktails in front of her, and two cocktails around Shrewsbury is called a Leslie special.
Okay, like all of Shrewsbury calls it a Leslie special.
Yeah, and Barbados, they do it as well. Yeah, she invented a new drink called a Leslie special. It's
So, what's in a Leslie special?
it's a pint of rum punch.
A pint of rum punch.
Yeah, normally it comes in about a third of a pint glasses, but yeah, I have to keep going for the bar for that, so just get a pint.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. I used to date a girl who drink pints of cider because she didn't drink. Well, she did. But same thing. She wouldn't go. Didn't want to buy halves because that wasn't enough.
Who was that?
Nikki.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she still does. She's a cider
Yeah,
drinker.
well, thinking about it, that's what we used to do. That's what all the girls at the old cock used to do as well, because
Yeah,
the bar was so crowded. It was quite a small pub.
yeah.
You don't be going up twice as often, do you? So you just get a pint.
So that's something that's more acceptable now. Is well, and then, but probably less so before then. Was ladies drinking pints.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
probably acceptable, just about acceptable in our era, and now no one
It was
cares.
becoming acceptable. Yeah,
Yeah,
the older generation definitely wouldn't have done it.
yeah. They would have had the big jug pint with a handle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want a straight pint.
The big knobbly pint glass.
Alrighty, yeah. I want those now, though. You can't get them, can you?
Some places, I think Weatherspoons have some.
Did you know why pint pots have that little lip, like that bump in it? What the real reason for that is?
To do with the measure or something.
No, they got like a line measured on them, or they're to the top measured. But the reason why they bump out the side there is so you got a place for it sits in your hand, like the little rim to hold it. But also,
Right.
if they fall over, they don't break because it hits that rounded edge and it distributes all the stresses through that round and not on an edge.
That makes
So
sense.
they can clink them together more. Because
A bit more
if the tops all clink together, they'd chip.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's interesting. See, a lot of design work goes into stuff like that, doesn't it?
yeah, more pub trivia.
So, what's next on the agenda? Is it Jen's voicemail?
Yeah, give me a second, I'll bring that up.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so Jen sent us a WhatsApp last time, didn't she? And we put it up on the screen, and she was a little bit embarrassed by it, I think. So she sent us a voicemail this time, thinking that we would not put it up, thinking that we'd take notes and talk about what she suggested. But here is the voicemail in full.
I've just watched it. That was very good. Probably the funniest you've done. The nickname ones really made me out. So I just thought, on that note, you could do, you know how we always, well, Mum and me particularly, always get our words mixed up. I'm not writing this down because I don't want you to read it on the screen. You have to make notes. So, like a woman at work said, I'm off to spread my legs, and she meant stretch my legs. Mum was on about orgasms once, but we realised she was on about organism. I said to Dave the other day, people in greenhouses, and obviously I meant glass houses, is that it? Oh, there's just loads like that. So you could too, if you two have ever done it or known of other people that do that. I just can never remember them when I do it. I'd like to hear about your worst jobs you two have ever had, the worst jobs you've had, probably when you were both younger, that sort of thing.
For sure.
And another one I thought is going on the retro route is more appliances in the house when we were kids. So not everybody had a phone, and it was usually in a drafty hall, but Americans always seem to have them in their bedrooms.
Yeah.
The TVs, how small they were, and only had so many channels. And as the technology grew, and we thought, how brilliant it was to have a 32-inch, and it was massive. Microwaves, oh my God, when we got a microwave, that was amazing. And music, so record players going to tape and then going to CD, which was the worst thing ever. And now everybody wants one of these big sideboards with a record player in now. So I thought that was quite a good subject that would bring off many other conversations.
Stereogram.
But I like listening to you two, so I'd like to listen to some solo travel trips you've done. You went to Bulgaria and everything, didn't you? Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, good. Yeah, love you, bye.
So I made some notes on that.
1 second.
As she suggested, getting words mixed up. The only one that jumps to mind with me, it wasn't really mixed up. It was done on purpose. And what it was Dean's ex-wife Claire. She used to work on the reception of the hotel that Dean and I worked at as well. And we were porters, so we used to hang out by the reception desk and just, make the receptionists laugh and stuff like that, and act like fools. And
like you do,
because we were all kids. Everybody there was, about the same age. We were all 19, 20 years old, apart from the actual managers of the place. And
no, like 25.
One day this bloke comes in, he got a really, really bad wig. It looked like a blooming piece of cardboard on his head, carpet on his head. And we all snickered behind his back type of thing. And then he went off to the room or whatever. But the next morning we were all stood there again, and he was coming up the walkway towards the reception. And Claire says to him, "Oh, good morning, Mr. whatever his name was. Have you come to pay?" And me and he just lost it with him, rolling around laughing.
Have you come to pay?
Yeah. Yeah, that was... I don't know if she'd done that on purpose or it was just, subliminal...
Genius if she did.
Or what. But, it was... We couldn't stop laughing for a week. It was hilarious. But he didn't flinch. He didn't even register that. Said it to him. He just paid his bill and left.
Do you pay? I don't think I've got any. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
No,
I'm sure I have, but.
Oh,
I'm sure.
What about Nan Curzon and felt on the wing? Have you ever?
Oh yeah, it's like the felt's coming off. She would say the Ramada Hotel was a Ramada.
Yeah.
It's a Ramada.
And, do you remember what she used to call Agatha Christie? Agatha.
Who?
Agatha.
Yeah. Agatha Christie, not Agatha. Yeah. She lived close there.
Yeah, she lived nearby, down in Devon, yeah.
Well, she lived right there.
Oh, Harry, the felt's coming off the wing.
She lived just a few miles away from Cornworthy, just across the river.
Yeah, she lived in Dartmouth.
Yeah, just across the river.
Her house is a bit of a tourist tourist spot nowadays. Quite a few visitors go to.
I looked it up on Google. I don't think I have any other. I can't think of any words off the top of my head. What about your worst job? What's the worst job you've ever had? Or worse, maybe not like whole job, but like part of a job.
Yeah, so I've had two worst jobs, but they're worse for different reasons. the first one was just a horrible thing to be doing. The second job, it was just an awful place to work at. So the first one was when I was in college. One of my mates, his dad was the vet for the county of Shropshire, like the official vet.
Yeah.
And he, when the old fowl pest broke out, and they had to kill all the chickens in this one farm, and there was thousands and thousands of chickens. Wow. And what they had to do was they gassed them inside the barn, and then that meant there was loads of dead chickens inside the barn.
Yeah.
And they needed somebody to carry the dead chickens or wheelbarrow them. Yeah. Yeah. This was in the summer holidays while I was at college. Yeah. It paid really, really well.
Good.
But it was horrible. Yeah, so me and a few friends from college volunteered, obviously, to be paid, and it was £20 an hour, and that was back in 1984. That was ridiculous money.
Yeah,
but we couldn't believe it, and then we realised why, because it was the stench.
Yeah,
was horrendous. They put us in these biohazard suits. Like the spaceman looking ones, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
The respirator, everything,
yeah.
And all plastic and wellies and whatnot.
Ooh.
And you had to go shovel these dead chickens into a wheelbarrow, then wheelbarrow them out about a couple of 100 yards out to the middle of this field where they dug a great big hole.
Yeah, to bury them.
And then at the end of the day, they'd pour diesel all over it and set them on fire. And then dig another hole, and we'd do the same the next day, and we did that for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Made massive amount of money. It was I can't remember exactly how much now, but for a 17-year-old college student, it was unbelievable money.
But awful.
It was. I hated every second of it, but I couldn't refuse to do it because the money was so good.
Yeah.
And then my other worst job was when I worked in Florida. I worked for Legal Seafoods, which was good, but I needed an extra job because I wasn't making enough money that I needed at the time. So I can't remember what it was called now, but it was the famous place on the waterfront road that did cabarets, like Hawaiian style cabarets. Do you remember that place?
In Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it was quite a famous place. I can't remember what it was called though. But it was
not the Elbow Room.
No. It was a bit further back than that, a bit further north than that.
Okay.
So it could seat about 1,000 people in a restaurant style, and it was supposed to be dead posh. Cocktail waitress served this. They had like a Hawaiian show on. It was like a cabaret. And they had dancers and flame swallowers and all kinds of things like that.
Oh, wow.
But the people that were in charge of it, they were the owners, but the people who were their managers were just the worst kind of people you'd want to work for. You know, you make a slightest mistake, even when you were new, and they'd yell at you and stuff like that. I lasted about 3 weeks before I told him to shove it.
Yeah, I wouldn't last a minute.
Yeah. And one time I did have one quite fun time there, and it was when they had a private party for the Society of Extremely Tall People.
And you were there?
And I was the cocktail waiter, going around with a tray full of drinks and canapes and stuff. And I think the tall people were more embarrassed than I was, because I was like, "Hey, Mrs. 7-foot lady, how are you?" It was great.
That's funny.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
It's supposed to be a horrible job.
No, but the overall job, they were horrible people to work for, and I just didn't want to do. I wasn't that desperate for money. I'd put up with. I'd shovel loads of chickens, but I wouldn't do that. What's your worst?
I don't think I've ever had any worse jobs because just the nature of what I do is quite often horrible things, and I don't mind it. You know, I've got a sewer to clean out tomorrow, and it's not a big deal. Like the job that I thought it was like this was in Coconut Cay when I worked there. I had a side gig changing out sacrifice zincs on the bottom of boats. So on sailing boats, or most boats that aren't metal, they have these big blocks of zinc they bolt on the bottom, and they're grounded to the electrical system. And then, so that zinc will corrode away, and rather than anything else corroding away in the ocean, because salt water and electricity and blah blah blah. So I had this job taking the old ones off, you unbolt them and bolt the new ones off in the water in scuba gear. Yeah, that's an easy job. I mean, in the ocean, in scuba gear, just unbolt this, bolt that back on. It's like 4 on a boat, you know. It's like an hour's worth of work. Paid good money because it's like the alternative is to get the boat out the water, you know. But like what I didn't realise is that you got to scrape all the barnacles off at first, and the second you start doing that, all the little bait fish start coming in. Eating the little barnacles that are dripping down right by you, and they're like, and then the bait fish come in, and so like that's a little tiny, you know, yellowtail snapper and stuff, and that attracts other things, and before you know it, there's some yellowfin sharks swimming around you, and like, oh my god, it was scary as hell. I hated every minute of that. Like things like I'm in the sun, I'm in the ocean, it's 90 degrees, I'm under a boat. No, it's getting bitten to death by everything. 1,000 little bites.
Yeah, that does sound horrible.
And I guess another one, it wasn't really a job, it was kind of at the same place. There was a guy, his name was Banny Thorne, and he had the dive charter where I worked. And if they had one person who wanted to go diving by themselves, they couldn't go, they needed a buddy to go with them. So he basically gave me free charter stuff, and so I'd buddy, you know, one of his customers. And quite often the people want to go on night dives, and you think, yeah, diving is nice. I've been to 120 feet, you know, that's about as deep as you can get. So I'd done some pretty technical diving with people, but diving in 30 feet of pitch black water is scary as scary. I don't really do scared, but I was like, I don't like this at all. And I did 3 night dives. I know what you mean. What's that?
I sort of know what you mean about the sea being black like that.
Yeah, oh, it's horrible.
When I was in Bermuda, I went scuba diving. I actually went a few times. I went with cousin Sally one time.
Okay.
But anyway, this one time I went out with a mate of mine from work, and
go away.
Bermuda's lots of volcanoes, basically.
Yeah.
So the ocean floor comes up goes away gradually, and then when it hits the edge of the volcano,
yeah,
it's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
So they when you've done a few dives, they'll take you to this cliff edge, basically.
Yeah.
So you're about 50 feet down under the water, and you swim to the edge of the precipice.
Yeah.
And you can see nothing. It's just
black.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see little bits like swimming for a few feet, but after that, maybe another 50 feet, you can see nothing. Do
that in the dark. Like, you can't see up, can't see down, just can't see.
No, it freaked me out in the daytime.
No, we were in Marathon, and it's a similar thing. Like, you have the lighthouse, and a couple of 100 feet past that is a trench, and it goes from like 40, 50 feet to 600 feet. And you can see it from space, just the colour changes. Like, you swim over this edge, and you're in 40 feet of water, and all of a sudden it's just black. It's incredible.
Yeah. It did freak me out a little bit. I mean, I love swimming through some of the little wrecks they have closer in Bermuda, because they had loads of them. Just swimming across them. I mean, you'll see a sort of shot from in a little while when we talk about the Titanic Museum, but it's just like being in another world almost.
Yeah, exactly. I was not scared, but I was really, really, really close to not being happy. Like the people I went with, they didn't really want to go with anybody. They had to have somebody there in the water with them just because of legal things. They were fine off by themselves and doing it. It's like, so I was off by myself. And I didn't like it.
No.
Things there just blinking at you and just you don't know what it is. It could be this big or it could be a whale. You just don't know. Just little specks of light just blinking at you.
When I first started working for Dad, and he'd lift some floorboards up and go and crawl under there, and I'd be like, "Oh no, there's spiders in there." And then after 5 or 6 times of doing it, you just don't care about the spiders anymore.
No. It's funny. I do that a lot. Like Jack, my son, is remarkable how he's not scared of it. He just goes in there, gets his webs out of his way. But I know grown men who just wouldn't even go in there. Just wouldn't even try. Like there's spiders in there. I'm like, really?
It's the same thing about sticking your hand down a drain to unblock. My mate Darren called me and said, "My drain's blocked." They pour everything down the sink, so all the grease goes down the sink. There's no.
That'll happen.
Yeah, so every now and then I have to go around and clean his. He's too big to get down to do it himself, and his wife was like, "How can you put your hand in that stuff? It's disgusting. It's disgusting."
It's your food.
It washes. My skin's waterproof. I can wash it off.
Yeah, I've got antibodies.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like no, I don't mind a bit of dirt. Like when I worked at the hotel, the only thing I didn't do, like just after a while, that's somebody else's job, was the trash. Because down in Florida, the heat and just trash cans with fish heads in them, it's just the worst. But sewer, it's nothing compared to trash.
You get some rats in it.
Oh yeah, well, bloody great rots. We had rats. So in the Keys, they have a species of rat that's a protected species, and they're literally the size of a cat.
And you can't kill them.
Well, where my apartment was in the Keys was next to at the hotel was next to where the dumpsters were, right? Because it wasn't by the rooms; it was by the manager's apartments, right? It was all closed in, and we get raccoons and stuff in there occasionally. But like one night, I woke up and I heard this scurrying, and like I had a wicker headboard, and I'm like heads on the pillow. And I opened my eyes to a rat, one of these Keys rats, is this big, no lie, came up over the edge of the bed just on the wicker headboard, and it looked at me and I looked at it, and we both screamed like girls. It ran down my bed and flew off the end and out the door where it was, and I'm like just freaked out. And like I didn't sleep that night, but so that next day. The next day I got like the sticky traps.
Oh yeah.
And I put them all. I got like 40 of them all around my bed. I didn't catch any that day. I caught 4 overnight while I was sleeping in there. How many times had they walked over me asleep before one made a noise and woke me up? How many times? Oh my god! So I had an absolute campaign against those things. I killed lots of them. Yeah. Yeah, I caught 4 the following night. And they're this big.
Holy cow!
Yeah, if somebody else told me that story, I'd say they were lying. But no, look up Keys rats.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
We get rats at work because of the bins again.
Yeah.
Because it's right next to the river. But we have a guy that comes down and puts poison down and gets rid of them.
Yeah, I used to trap the raccoons and drive them over 7 Mile Bridge and drop them off by the campgrounds. I didn't want to unnecessarily kill something. It wasn't its fault we put trash there.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah.
When the rats were in my bedroom, that's no outside only.
That's awful.
All right, that's the worst jobs.
Worst jobs. What's next? Have you got August available?
Yeah, I can do that. 1 second though.
look up some appliances and TVs and telephones and microwaves.
Yeah, let me.
Let's do 1982 this time if you've got it.
Okay, let me re-bring that up 1 second. It might take me a moment. Let's just flip pages.
Yeah, go on then.
Uh,
Oh, those old cameras. Go to those old cameras.
there we go.
Do you remember those little slidey cameras?
Oh, these ones here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody wanted one of them. They took the little cartridge films in the back.
Yeah, they were like 16mm, weren't they, or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
What number? Number 1. What is that? It's
Oh, if you had one of them for a Christmas present, you'd made it, mate.
Yeah, I never got one of those. 24 color exposures. Woohoo!
You'd have to send them off in an envelope to the processing plant, and they'd take about 3 weeks to come back.
Can you imagine having to have to think about every picture you take? It's like, oh, I've only got 24.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then when they come back from the developers, about 12 of them are crappy as anything.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about focus or anything, or focal lengths, and they all had
you couldn't do anything. It was just a point and shoot camera, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ruth has like a modern version of one of these. It does little prints. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, Christina does.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. What else we got? Calculators.
Oh,
telephones.
The TV game at the top left-hand corner there. Oh, we had one of those. Yeah, Pong. We had one of those, and we had the gun as well.
We had the gun. Yeah. Wow, we were rich, weren't we?
Yeah.
We only had the black and white version.
Like Pong football, Pong shooting, Pong. Yeah. That's it. There you go. Pong squash.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
We played that forever, didn't we?
I mean, imagine playing Pong. No, you get bored after about 5 minutes, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
For hours and hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I think some of the simple stuff, my kids do stuff that's, I don't know.
Oh, here's the old record players.
There you go.
Now,
again, we're saying people want those now?
Well, even the ones before those types that were like in a wooden case, called the stereo. You remember the ones?
And now had one that took up half the room.
That's it, yeah, and you could store your records in it as well.
Yeah, had a drinks cabinet at one end, and
yeah. It was a piece of furniture. It wasn't an appliance, but and then everybody had one of these stereos here. And then after that, it became stacker systems. You remember when you could get separate amplifiers and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, go back again. Next to the stereo, there's a simple stacker system there.
Yeah, it's got imagine that.
And they had graphic equalizers on them. Remember those?
And all that one did was have a tape and a radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could buy them all separate, couldn't you?
I remember you had a fancy radio, a fancy. What am I doing there?
Fancy.
Sorry, something came up weird on my screen. Bizarre. You had the first CD player that I saw when you moved to Bermuda. You left it with me. It was like a portable version of one of those, but a little bit smaller.
A portable player that you could plug into the amplifier of the system.
Yeah, the CD thing, it came out and you could put it in your car.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Whatever happened to that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That cost 470 quid in about 1989.
Jeez. I'm not sure what happened to it. I'm sure I didn't throw it away or anything. You had all your CDs for a long time. You got all those back, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you got it back. But the CD holder, I put it in my car. I had to have a special plate to sit it on so it would stay stable or it would skip.
Yeah.
I can't see you. You're off the top of the screen.
Oh, it's tilted forward.
There you
go. Go on, keep flicking then.
All right, what else we got? Car stereos. Oh, TVs.
Tellies. Oh, look at the little portable black and white tellies.
We had one just like that, didn't we?
Yeah, just like that one. Yeah.
Had a handle on the top and everything.
Yeah. Well, mine was a black and white version, though.
Yeah, it was this one. It was one of these.
Yeah, the one at the top of the column.
That one?
Keep going. No, up again. That one with the handle on the top.
Oh, yeah. Was it that one? That looked smaller.
Yeah, it wasn't very big. It was like a 12-inch screen or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh, that one there with the brown case around it on the right.
This
The
one?
parrot on it. Yeah, that was similar to the one we had in the front room.
Yeah. It looked familiar.
Yeah.
I always wanted something like this.
Yeah. Well, they were. How much was one of those? Have a look at the price on one of those.
Number 4. £140.
I know, that's ridiculous money for them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have bought a normal sized telly. You could have bought 2 tellies for that. Look at the one above it. 79 quid.
£80.
Yeah.
That's cool. Alright, let's scroll. Here, we've got toys here.
We seen that one the other night, didn't we? Saw that one the other night. Oh,
I like these kind of things.
Oh yeah, little Space Invader games and whatnot.
What's this Lego? See, that's the Lego we were talking about. They did have kits.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did have kits, but they weren't the kind of kits you put on your mantelpiece.
No. Oh goodness! Look at the vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm over there. Nothing sucks like an Electrolux.
I don't know why, but I thought of Nan Thorns then.
She probably had one. She had a Hoover.
I think she actually said it. That's triggered a memory.
Wasn't that the commercial?
Maybe, but it must have been a lady that looked at Nan Thorns.
Remember, everybody had these things too, all push around.
Oh yeah, what do they call those? They called them something. They were called Abyssal. It was another one of those company names that became generic.
Abyssal. Yeah, carpet sweeper. Abyssal would have been a brand, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but everybody called him Abyssal.
Like a Hoover.
Yeah.
Who buys this tat?
Look at the lighting. Look at that one, the one with the tassels on, the blue one.
That one?
On the extreme left, yeah. Look at that. That was all the rage.
Can you imagine? And there's one of those hanging in somebody's house and it's just like covered in flies and dust, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, almost can see some boobs in that one.
We better censor that one. Yeah. Go on, keep going. What's this?
Scales, bathroom stuff.
Yeah, that's boring.
Nesta tables. Who has those?
Look at that settee thing. Do you see that settee thing there? Look, go back. It's like a folding seat. Like that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the state of that. I mean, that was the colours of the 80s, wasn't it?
That's the thing, the colours get me. It's like, you still get this kind of stuff.
The browns and the...
Incredible.
Just like every shade of brown you can think of.
Like, look at the bedspreads.
The horsey one.
Yeah. Who looked at that and thought, I like leopard print or tiger print on my bed?
Yeah, there's some Playboy somewhere.
Yeah. We slept in a lot of those, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. When people came to visit on the camp beds. Or Z beds, they called them, didn't they?
Z beds. Come on. Turn.
Go on.
I'll try to turn.
Oh, we've seen that one.
Yeah, we don't care about cutlery, do we?
Not really. It's about... boring.
I do like how you can just turn pages.
Yeah. I'll have to see if we can find the K's catalogue.
Yeah, I'll try and find some more.
It's very similar.
It might be better than this one. Kettles, There's a tease made, isn't there? There's a tease
Oh,
made.
you used to have to actually plug the kettles in. They weren't on a base, were they?
Oh, yeah.
This big kettle leads into a... Remember them?
Yeah. Stuff I hadn't thought of.
Yeah.
They're quite expensive, kettles.
Yeah, well, people used to get things repaired in those days. You didn't necessarily buy a new kettle if it failed. You put new elements in it.
Oh, sandwich makers. Remember those? I loved a grilled cheese sandwich on a sandwich maker.
Oh, yeah.
This one at the bottom that I can't quite see properly.
The Breville.
That one there. I can't quite see it. That one there. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one we had. Oh, I'd love one of those.
Oh, they're really good.
The double.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you can get them. They're like the
electric knife. The most ridiculously stupid thing invented ever. Go back.
Yeah, I'm trying. Why won't it go back? There you go. Electric knife.
There's the electric knife. It was like a mini chainsaw for carving a Sunday roast.
I saw in Home Depot like a caulking gun. What do you call it? Like a mastic gun. But it's electric. It's like you just got to pull the trigger. Like, who's that for? Like somebody said, it's for old people with arthritic hands. It's like they're not doing this work.
The thing about the electric knife was, it did vibrate. It was two blades together, and it vibrated backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
At the two serrated edge, and it did cut, but you still had to move the knife backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
The whole thing as a whole. Like I mean, you might as well just use a normal knife. There was absolutely no point to it whatsoever.
I think that's true with a lot of labour-saving devices. It's like they don't save labour; they just move labour. So they move it from the prep to the cleaning.
Exactly.
It's like you can chop with a knife and then wipe the knife and it's clean, or you can use your slap chop and be done, and then spend 50 minutes cleaning your slap chop.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Those type of things are worse than actually just chopping them up in the first place.
Yeah. My wife had this thing that she was absolutely delighted. It would boil an egg in 3 minutes. I'm like, what? It cooks perfect eggs in 3 minutes. I'm like, I can do that in a saucepan in 3 minutes.
I just time it with my watch.
Egg timer with my sand. Yeah. Technology for the sake of it. Like, bought this $200 thing to cook eggs in. Like, it wasn't just for cooking eggs. It just also did eggs.
It didn't do anything but eggs.
No, it did other stuff. What was it now? It was something, some baking thing.
Talking of rubbish things, did I ever tell you about the chocolate machine that my ex-wife used to have?
No, like a fountain thing.
Yeah, chocolate fountain. Did I tell you that? I can't remember if I told you about it or not.
No.
But it was one of the kids' birthday, and she got this chocolate fountain, melted all the chocolate in it, but didn't use the stuff they suggested. She just melted loads of bars of Cadbury's chocolate into it. Which
you can't do that, can you?
It was really nice, but the only problem is they dipped strawberries and marshmallows in it and whatever. And then when she came to wash it up, because it kept it warm, she tipped it down the sink.
Ooh.
And it all set in all the pipes, not just the U-bend, but like 10 feet of pipe, set solid.
Oh goodness, yeah.
Took me hours to clean them out. Oh my God.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
That certainly wasn't a labour-saving device, that's for sure.
I thought you had to have special chocolate that was a bit thinner.
You are supposed to have a special chocolate, but she didn't use it. Oh,
no,
look at the digital watches, look.
Yeah, Casio.
Yeah.
I got a Casio face for my watch, but it was rubbish.
I had, when digital watches sort of became mainstream when we first had one, I had a Bionic Man one.
Really?
Yeah, and you press the button and it just lit up like in red neon.
Okay.
And that's all it did.
That's all it did.
Yeah, and then Andrew Timbrell had one that could play 17 different tunes.
Oh wow!
Including the Yellow Rose of Texas, the Man from Land. That one. Could play like loads of different songs.
Isn't it like so? It was great, but it's also so lame now.
Yeah. But I mean, at the time, it was State of the art. But of course, Andrew Timble always had to have something better than everybody else.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
No. He didn't. He wasn't horrible about it. But
No. Watch is one of those things. It's like all they did was tell the time and maybe the date.
yeah,
You know, it's like if you had one of those diving watches, or they do other stuff and tell you the star signs or something. But yeah,
I don't even bother wearing a watch anymore.
I only recently started wearing one again. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's one of the best things I bought. And I bought it on a whim. Didn't really want it. I thought I just wanted to buy myself something, so I did. And it's one of the best things I've ever bought. It's great. It's so useful.
Is it an Apple Watch or something?
Yeah, just a basic Apple Watch, nothing fancy. The cheap one. I think it was $150.
I just look at my phone if I want to know what time it is.
Honestly, because the job I do, and my phone's, it's a $1,200 phone.
Yeah.
I don't crawl into people's houses with that in my pockets, and as I'm getting older, it's like I don't want to get stuck there without a phone, and I'm often by myself, So I can call from it, and if somebody calls me, I can answer my phone on it, and it's nice. When I'm driving, I just press the button, just carry on driving. I can talk to my phone. It's more useful than I thought.
Very good. Yeah.
Much better than the Casio watch from the 80s.
Yeah. Go on, pick a few more then.
Jewelry, never interested in jewelry.
No, never interested in that.
I wonder if they've got a dynamo light. Oh, they're not. They're heaters.
Yeah, those are little halogen type heaters, aren't they?
Yeah. Electric toothbrushes. How much were they? I have one of those, a Braun. That's what I have.
That's like the blooming automatic knife, isn't it? I mean, you still gotta move it from side to side, so you might as well just use an.
I use an Oral-B toothbrush, electric toothbrush, and it does do a better job. It does.
Really?
It feels better. It's like.
I just don't like. I don't like the sound of it. The noise would get on my nerves.
Yeah, I mean, I do it in the shower. It's great.
Take your toothbrush in the shower.
That's what. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that weird?
Yeah, it is.
No, I brush my teeth in the shower.
It might not be weird, but I don't like the sound of it.
No, I brush my teeth in the shower.
That's why you wash. That's why you wash your crevices in there. You don't want a toothbrush in there, do you?
Well, I don't do it with my toothbrush. I mean, I don't put the toothbrush on the floor and watch my crevices. It's up on the
That's
shelf.
almost as bad as like taking a sandwich into the toilet. You don't want to have a sandwich anywhere near a toilet. You don't want to have a toothbrush anywhere near a shower.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No sandwiches in the toilet.
Would you like a sandwich? This one's just been in the toilet. No, thank you.
But your toothbrush is in the bathroom, and that's most definitely got toilet stuff on it.
Maybe.
No, definitely.
Oh, look at the suitcases. There's none with wheels on them. Look.
That was something that blew my mind recently. Like I heard, that's a relatively recent invention. Wheels. Why did that take so long?
It was well into the 90s before you had to used to buy one of those little trolley things. Look.
Yeah. Is that what they're selling there? That's what they're selling there. Number 7, you have to buy a cart.
Yeah.
For an extra $7.
That was the only way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody
it's
thought
such a
of
stupid
it until the
idea.
90s. Whoever came up with that idea was a genius.
There's a million of those little ideas. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Putting wheels on a suitcase.
I mean, why did nobody think of it until
And then
then?
it's like, how many hundreds of years we were carrying cases and stuff?
Yeah,
I mean, parts of cars are called the trunk. Here at least. It's like, where we put the trunk.
yeah.
It's like,
Well, they actually were trunks, weren't they?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Look at the brown car seats. Look at that.
Yeah.
Covers for the car seats.
Yeah.
Brown.
Oh,
Everything was brown.
brown.
Even the appliances were.
Orange or brown. Look at that. Yeah.
The
What is that?
bathroom suites were brown or avocado. Who's got an avocado suite?
I looked at a house in Bridge North, And they must have been Wolves fans because the bathroom was black and orange check tile, like 4-inch tile. Black and orange, and the toilet and the sink and stuff was black porcelain.
Wow.
It's like, oh my god, it's like, oh, you can change it. How much would that cost?
Yeah, that.
Some things just don't change. Like you can still buy that exactly the same today.
Yeah, and that.
Exactly the same. But that's a terrible way to have a plain line like this. You should be on its side. That's terrible.
Don't leave it on its blade.
Yeah, exactly. I need one of those actually. I should need to buy a plane.
Go on, keep flicking.
Do you in England have a harbour freight equivalent, like cheap tools? You know what harbour freight is?
Yeah, you can go to. Well, you go to somewhere like Wilkinson's or somewhere like that, and they have cheap, like Chinese style tools.
Yeah. I love it because it is cheap tools and a lot of crap in there, but some of it's pretty good.
Yeah.
How much is a frisbee? In 1981. What was it, 12?
I'll be with a pound.
£2. I remember these things. You have a tennis ball and you whack it, on a string.
Yeah, do you remember the one that was on like a
Swing
pole?
ball.
Swing ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved a bit of swing ball.
I love that. Play that by yourself. They call it tetherball here, don't they?
Yeah, but the idea was to smash it into your sister's ear.
They have one here, but it's a volleyball on a string at the local park,
it?
and we play with that. It's not as good as swing ball.
Oh, it hurts if it hit you in the ear hole.
Why can't I get rid of the top of the page?
Even
look at the colours of those things.
I was just about to say, even the cool boxes is orange and brown. Look at
Oh god! Oh god!
it's orange and brown.
Flasks. I have a Stanley flask just like that. Still got it.
Yeah. You're lucky.
What else? Just the colours are just staggering.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I do? That's it. That's the.
I mean, look at the chairs, the brown and orange again.
Yeah. Just incredible.
That's what carpet was like as well, wasn't it? Like everything was really highly patterned in sort of browny, orangey colours.
That's the end of that catalogue. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I think now you look at like fashion and the colours and stuff. We could go back. What we're wearing right now. Go back 20 years and nobody would bat an eyelid. We'd look the same.
Yeah.
I think that's weird. But like you go 20 years back again, then it would be wildly different flares and stuff. And
yeah, fashion hasn't really changed in the last 20 years. Well, not that I've been a follower of fashion, but you can get away with jeans and a t-shirt still, can't you?
Since the 90s, really, it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, I think it's the Nirvana effect.
The Nirvana effect? What's that?
Well, they were famous for wearing shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that, when they said, might have been something to do with that. But
I think it's more... I think it's more insidious than that. It's the standardization of the world. You
think?
Well, yeah, I mean... yeah, for sure. I think... Like... When we grew up, like... America and England were disconnected, but like my kids are connected to the world now. They hear a foreign accent, they don't bat an eyelid because they hear it all the time. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
We're all closer.
Yeah, that's probably a good point, actually. But I think even back then, stuff came over from America. A lot of music did. What else? A lot of comics and books and that kind of thing. Yeah,
I still think that's true for sure. But I think that with the,
it did seem a lot more exotic, though, didn't it? We definitely felt like the poor cousin of America.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I always think this, going off topic a little bit, but it's like I always felt like England or Britain was the 51st state kind of sorta.
Yeah.
But America doesn't even register that. They don't care. They don't register as England as anything here.
No.
Like we think of America's our big partner, and like it's not reciprocal. They don't think of us the same way.
No.
Certainly not now.
I think there is a lot of fondness for the UK by Americans in general.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Because I can remember, I probably have a few people asking your accent all the time, and you can sometimes get away with it a little bit more when you've got an English accent in America.
Oh, absolutely, you do. I totally use it. It's I totally use it.
Yeah. When I was waiting tables years and years ago, I talked their ear off because if they were interested, get a bigger tip and all that, and it definitely worked to my advantage having the English accent. But saying that, you have to be able to back it up as well. People don't Americans don't tolerate lazy people in workplaces.
No.
You like here, you can swing the lead quite easily if you wanted to, if you're that type of person. But I don't ever get the feeling that was the case in America. When you were at work, you were expected to work.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't find much difference in industry. Like when I worked at Procter & Gamble, there were plenty of people that they work so hard at hiding. It's like, go to work, it'd be easier. Honestly, there's some guys that literally would spend all day trying to hide.
Really?
Like
I never. I mean, maybe it's because it's a totally different industry that we were in at the time.
Yeah.
But you had to carry your weight back then. Anyway.
No, I think my industry is like if you do your job well enough, they'll let you do somebody else's job as well.
Yeah.
And it's like that other somebody else will let you.
That's the good thing about the railway, because it's a lot of demarcation. Oh, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. So that's somebody else's job. You're taking somebody else's job away there. Yeah. Because it's quite unionized.
That's kind of my love-hate with the union, because like sometimes it's like, well, that's not my job. But I also hate that's not my job attitude. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
It's not as though it's something that I'm not doing that job out of spite. It's that you're just not supposed to do it because it's somebody else's job and you haven't been trained on that job.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with that kind of stuff. It's Alrighty.
We've missed something out.
What have we missed?
We've missed out the Titanic.
Oh yeah. That was why I had Titanic questions.
Get the Titanic video playing. Do you want to hear about the Titanic Museum in Belfast?
Yeah, I do.
It was really good. I'd heartily recommend it.
So this video we have, what's this video? Did you take that or?
So that is the final sort of hall in the museum, and it's a glass floor, and you can stand on it and look down, and it's as though you're in a submarine flying over it.
Okay.
Looking at it, and it just keeps playing that over and over again. But that's actual footage of the wreck of the Titanic as it was 10 or 15 years ago.
Oh wow.
You can see where the tunnels were and all that kind of stuff. It's not the whole thing, it's a section of it because it's 2 pieces, but it was an excellent museum. I mean, it's not on the scale of like the Natural History Museum in London or the Science Museum or anything like that, because it's a much smaller place, but for a specific museum about the Titanic, you couldn't beat it. It was really good. Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say the Titanic Museum in Tennessee was pretty cool, and that was the shape of the Titanic, the building.
Oh well. So the museum is built on the site of the Holland and Wolff area of what was the Docklands, but is now known as the Titanic Quarter,
Okay.
which has been redeveloped. I mean, they've got a long way to go yet. As you know, the country went through some troubled times, but you can definitely see there's a comeback to the city. We flew into Belfast International Airport, and it was a lovely little airport. It was sort of like the size of, well, it was smaller than Manchester Airport, but it was a lot nicer. But the only trouble with that airport is it's about 45 minutes from downtown Belfast. So we jumped on the bus, which was only a few quid. It took us about 45 minutes, dropped us off in the centre of Belfast, and we had a little walk around. It was a really nice city, but again, you can see that they've had troubled times, and there's some areas that are being rejuvenated and some that have been done. Overall, it was really nice, very friendly little city. I had a walk through there, had a coffee. Managed to get one of the coffees for free because she gave us the wrong change.
Too much or too little?
You what?
She gave you too much change or too little change?
Gave us too much change, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it was. Basically, remember, coffee's free. And then we flew from Manchester about 7:30 in the morning, and we landed in Belfast about 8:30. So we were outside the museum at 10 o'clock. We went to the hotel and dropped our bags off, which was 100 yards away, and went straight in, and we were in there for a good 4 hours. A lot of this kind of thing, like some of it was AI generated, or of how it was built, from the history of Belfast. A little bit of it was a really big manufacturing city, and they shipped up everything all over the world. Became one of the biggest ports in the world, and it was built right next to where they launched the ships from the Titanic and the Olympic. As I mentioned before to you about the scaffolding, there's a picture of it in there somewhere, and you just wander around, and it tells you about individuals as well, like some of the people that didn't make it, about what their lives were like before, and which cabins they were in and stuff, and they had mock-ups of cabins. It was just really well done. I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody, but I would heartily recommend it.
That's cool.
I think we went at the right time because it was quite quiet. It was a Monday in February, even though it was the end of February, but
still wintry.
It's not exactly tourist time. I can imagine, peak summer, it would be absolutely shoulder to shoulder. But no, it was really, really good. I highly recommend it. But so there you go.
I'm just remembering the Titanic Museum in Tennessee. They did a very cool thing, which it was kind of creepy, but also very cool. So when you went in, they gave you a card with a passenger that was on there, and you were that passenger.
Yeah.
Like the kids got a kid that was about their age group, and you got an adult. So and you go around, and you could see different things about these people, and you could find the person that you were. But at the very end, you could see whether you made it or not. It's like, we didn't make it.
God.
It's just like, oh, that's quite upsetting.
Yeah.
My kids didn't make it.
Yeah, that does sound upsetting.
It was a little.
A bit of an upsetting bit in the museum. I will tell you this. Like I say, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it was when they were looking for the wreck back in the 80s. I think it was 84,
85,
and they were scouring the ocean bottom with submersibles and stuff. And it was the moment they actually found it, and they were all cheering and jumping up and down, like, we found it, yeah, great. And all of a sudden you could see it dawn on them.
Yeah, it's a graveyard.
This is a graveyard.
Yeah.
We should really be jumping up and down like this.
Yeah.
But nobody actually said anything. Well, they did eventually, but you could just see that one person had thought, "Oh God, yeah, hang on a minute, we should be jumping around," and then it sort of just spread organically, and they ended up having a sort of a minute's silence and everything. And
That's good. It's not contrived, though. So it was natural. That's cool.
No, it did bring a bit of a tear to your eye, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was. They were excited that they found it, but they also realised the relevance of what was going on, you know.
So I was reading earlier for my questions I was asking you. I can't remember the guy who discovered it, but like the whatever Oceanic Institute he was working for, they couldn't afford to do the research, to go out there, so they got Navy involved, and the Navy said, "Yes, we'll support it, but you've got to find these 2 nuclear submarines that we've lost."
That is absolutely true. They mentioned that in the museum as well.
Yeah, it's like, and
so they had to do that first.
Yeah, they did that first, and that's how they financed it. You know, But what I read on further, those nuclear submarines are still there with their bombs on them.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They relocated them.
Yeah, they located them, so that was in '68 when they did that. But they didn't find the Titanic to '85, so it was a while.
Yeah.
But they knew where the subs were in '68, but they didn't have them mapped properly. That's what it was, and they mapped them in '85.
The whole video screen all about that, and there was interactive things you could do as well.
Yeah.
As you were going around that section, it was a good part of the museum.
Did they have the cold water thing? You put your hand in and feel the temperature?
No, they didn't have that. They did have sort of various video sort of screens. Do you know, like the Spider-Man ride in Universal?
Yeah. Went on it with you.
Where you're on a little train and you go around, and it looks like the actual streets.
Yeah.
And he's all it is screens, but they're set at certain angles, so it looks like it's. Well, they had sort of a thing like that.
That's cool.
Which was pretty cool. Seeing it from different perspectives and stuff, and they had things like the radio calls, the actual radio calls. Well, I don't know if they were actual. They were actual transcripts, but somebody was speaking what the transcript from S1E5.
Yes,
from
it was.
And it was the conversation between the ships that were on their way to try and help, like the California and was it the Carpathia? Yeah.
So I read that California received the signal first.
Yeah.
The other one got there first, Carpathian or something. Or something.
California was the closest, but because the radio operator had knocked off for the night and gone to bed, they didn't hear the message.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that the thinking of the Titanic, you know, a lot of new laws came into effect because of that, and one of them was every ship must have a 24-hour radio operator.
Cool.
And there was a few things like that you realise as it goes around.
I think there's something like they sent out SOS, but SOS wasn't widely used at the time.
Yeah, it was what was it? OW. I can't remember what it was, but it was 3 different letters.
Yeah, it was something else.
Yeah, and it got misinterpreted by some, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether SOS came because of that, but there was all sorts of little things like that you picked up going around as well.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And they showed you, they had mock-ups of the cabins, and like the first class sort of stateroom type, and they showed you the double bed, and it looked tiny compared to a modern.
Yeah.
It was just like they must have been sleeping right, touching each other.
Yeah.
Get off my side. Get off my side.
Yeah.
But and the third class, there were like bunks you shared with somebody, and they were actually quite nice. It wasn't as bad as like a comfy little bunk, had a sink in there,
just for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but it was the equivalent of about a month's wages for a third class passenger.
Wow.
The kind of person that would have a first class cabin.
Yeah.
Like a factory worker or something.
I can't imagine.
But
Wait, can you imagine getting on the Titanic as a regular person? Sorry, I'm talking over you.
What was the question? Sorry.
So imagine getting on the Titanic. You know, you're Leonardo DiCaprio. You're that character.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you'd never go back again, would you? You'd like
No.
you go to America, or you know, I guess that character was going back, but like more often than not, you'd take a trip like that, and that would be it. You get one way.
The same happened in Australia, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
They had to pay £10.
£10 poms.
£10 pounds, and unless they were shipped there earlier as criminals, of course.
As convicts. That'd be a good topic for next time.
Yeah. We'll factor that in. I don't really know much about that. I know. We've got family out there, or out in Perth, I think they are. Oh, Dean's son's out there. He's loving it.
I didn't know that.
Fiancée.
I don't know much about Australia really, apart from what most people know. I think.
I remember Neighbours.
I know one of my favourite authors is an Australian guy, Bryce Courtney.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant! You should read The Power of One. It's brilliant.
What's it about?
So it starts in South Africa at the beginning of the Second World War.
Yeah.
And there's one character. He's like a young boy, like 3 or 4, something like that. And he's of English descent, and most people in South Africa were of Dutch descent or something like that. And so they were on the Nazi side. So the Nazis were prominent in South Africa at the time. And it starts off there. It's really hard to explain, but it's about boxing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't explain it. So this kid, he's a white kid being raised in South Africa, like by a black nanny, and then he gets sent up to boarding school at 5 or 6, and he's picked on because he's the English kid, and they're all German at origin, So like they call him Piss Cup because he pissed himself. And I can't even describe it. I'm going to read it again. It's brilliant. I've actually got a copy of it.
Is it a biography type thing, or is it?
I've got a copy of it right here. I'm going to send it to Dad. I haven't sent it yet.
Is it a biography?
No, not at all. No.
It's fictional.
It's fictional, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it follows this boy, and he grows up and goes through his orphanage years, and then he meets this other guy, and I can't even explain what it's about. It's just a lovely story. Read it. Power of One. And he becomes like the heavyweight or the lightweight champion of the world or something in the end. And it's just this kid's journey through, South African life. And but you don't often have stories outside of England or America. And that's what Bryce Courtney was like. He wouldn't even publish his books in America because because he said people here wouldn't read stuff outside the States. And I think that's probably true.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It's like a book based in South Africa. Nah.
There would be some people, I'm sure.
Anyway, it's brilliant. I'd totally recommend Power of One. But then his next series of books, it was all set in Australia. Well, the first one's set in London, and it's around like a Oliver Twist type story. Pickpockets and that era, and orphans and stuff. So it follows this one kid again through his life in London as a pickpocket, and he goes to jail and blah blah blah. Second book, he's now in Australia in a penal colony, and it goes through that story. The third book, he's out of jail and he's starting to make his life in Australia as it's fascinating. There's 8 books all told.
That reminds me, talking about like a pickpockety type book. I read a book when I was a kid. It was a book for sort of.
Sorry.
It was a book for young adults, teenagers type, and it was about kids living on the streets, sort of like Oliver Twist sort of time,
Yeah.
There was like an Artful Dodger type character and sort of similar sort of things as that, and I really liked it when I was a kid. And I looked it up a few months back to see if I could find it, and it was called. The book was called John Diamond. It was about a character called John Diamond, and off the top of my head now I can't remember who wrote it, but I looked it up and I found a copy of it on eBay, and I ordered it, and it came a couple of days later.
Excellent.
Fortunately, it came in the French edition.
Oh.
I was just like, God, I've been looking forward to reading this book again.
Damn it.
Even though it's a kid's book, really, it's just for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah.
But it was all in French. Like, oh,
I bought an audio book once, and it was I got the wrong language. Like, damn it!
it's so annoying.
Yeah. I think I got it was the second one of, how was it? The movie was Tom Hanks. It was I can't remember what the movie called, Dragons or something.
It's called what?
It was like what was it called? It was set in Rome, and it was like Catholicism and stuff in it. Something in
about the book.
Yeah.
Looking for the Holy Grail and stuff like that.
Yeah, what was it called?
I can't remember now. The book was rubbish.
Well, I enjoyed the first one, but like the second one, I ordered it in French.
You ordered it in French. I didn't like it. I didn't like the film that much.
I didn't mind them.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. I know it was by Dan Brown, wasn't it? What was it called?
Yes, yeah, Dan Brown.
Da Vinci Code. Da
Vinci Code, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I didn't read the second one because it was in French.
Right.
All right, what's next? We're waffling.
Oh, we should talk about tying a donkey to a doorknob. Or maybe we should leave that till next time.
I think that should be part of a wider storytelling, tying donkeys to a doorknob.
All right. Yeah. We'll think of a way of sliding it in surreptitiously one of these days.
Have you ever tied a donkey to a doorknob?
That's an excellent story. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. From this end of things, it seems like it went pretty well. Hopefully we've entertained you for a little while, and hopefully you'll tune in next time. We'll try and tell the story about tying a donkey to a doorknob, and please feel free to subscribe and all that kind of rubbish. And if you want to make any comments, you know where the button is, and let us know what you'd like to talk about. You can leave a voicemail if you know Harvey or me. We're particularly talking to our friends and family here, and we'll play it on air.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, and then we're going to go away, and Harvey's going to edit this, put it together, and hopefully it'll be ready in a few days. And I am going to start thinking of stupid things to talk about next time. So thanks for watching these two wafflers, and see you again next time. Bye.
Yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Very good. How was that?